It's obvious to anyone who's followed these debates in the last year or so, or watched events in Europe, that political uncertainty is the enemy of economic growth and investment. We've seen the effects of that on the pace of recovery in the United States, and we've seen it even more in stark relief during the last year in Europe. At the same time, the dynamic qualities of the U.S. economy, also when contrasted with Europe and other parts of the world, suggest and demonstrate on a regular basis that notwithstanding the political uncertainty, there's a great deal to be optimistic about. There are a good many positives when you look for signs in terms of the prospect of a faster pace of growth and recovery, if only the political uncertainty were changed by progress on fiscal balance. And those signs are more apparent every day. You look at the positive changes in different segments of the housing market and housing finance, notwithstanding remaining challenges. You look at the pace of recovery in the auto industry, a market with 14.5 million unit sales last year, and the prospect for more this year, notwithstanding the overall economic conditions in the country, still in a slow recovery, is very encouraging. And I think most important of all, you see the dynamic qualities of the entrepreneurial and venture community in this country. You contrast that with the lack of any counterpart in Europe. You see tremendous benefits. Always been a source of the entrepreneurial spirit, has always been a source of strength in this country in comparison to others, and it's in stark relief today as the venture community spreads from its concentration in California to more and more metropolitan centers around the country, and the strength of the capital markets at every level of private and public capital raising is very positive. And even in the jobs market, which is the most stubborn negative in the picture of the U.S. economy, as you saw in the discussion of the last panel, there's a good deal to be more optimistic about in the revival of manufacturing jobs and the increased productivity and the reshoring and the other issues that were discussed.